Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. Today we're going to do a little special unboxing. I have my coffee here. I hope that you're enjoying your coffee as well. Wherever you are, I hope you had a very, very happy Valentine's Day filled with love and happiness, surrounded by those that you love and cherish. Remember that Valentine's Day doesn't mean you need a partner or a spouse. Valentine's Day is a special time of year to remind yourself the true value and importance of Valentine's Day, which is really self-love and cherishing yourself. For that reason, I never go a Valentine's Day without getting a little treat and a little something for myself, because no one is going to spoil you better than yourself. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing that little special something, which I have right here, and sharing it with you guys. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm having my morning coffee here, which hubby made for me, with my pão de queijo. Pão de queijo is a Brazilian cheese bread. They have them in Newark, New Jersey. That's the ironbound section of New Jersey, has a very prominent high population of Brazilians and Portuguese, but you can also find pão de queijo at your local Trader Joe's. Without further ado, we have our little Louis Vuitton item here. If you haven't already seen my video of me being banned from Louis Vuitton, I will link that video for you guys here. I have a part 1 and a part 2 to that video, so definitely watch both. You don't necessarily have to watch them in any particular order, but I do recommend starting with part 1 first. In that video, I talk about my history with Louis Vuitton, how often I purchased, what I did that got me banned, and how to avoid getting banned in the future. Yes, Louis Vuitton does ban or limit purchases. It's important to follow the tips and tricks I share with you in those videos to make sure that you're not at risk of being banned, and make sure that you avoid the mistakes I made that got me banned in the first place. Thankfully, I am no longer banned from Louis Vuitton. I was able to successfully purchase my birthday present last year from Louis Vuitton, which was my Murakami Nano Speedy. I have a video on that as well, which I'll share for you guys here. In that video, I talk about my new sales associate, the process that I'm now following. I will be honest, when I tried purchasing this item online, I was able to put the order through and then it immediately got canceled. I'm not sure why. I didn't bother asking my sales associate, but the sales associate that I have, thanks to Louis Lux, so shout out to her, has been so fantastic. I was able to quickly text message her, letting her know the item that I wanted, and she was able to overnight it to me free of charge. So I was able to get this item right in time for Valentine's Day. A little special treat, just a little something from me to me, which I think is really important to spoil ourselves. Like relying or waiting for someone to spoil you or get you the things that you want is not a mindset that I follow. I'm a firm believer of working hard for the things that I want so that I have a little bit of financial freedom and independence, and also making sure that I'm taking care of myself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And if you're not spoiling and treating yourself the way you expect someone else to, then how can you expect someone else to, right? I think it's important to have that self-value and self-worth, to put yourself first without any qualms or guilt about it. Make sure that you're getting yourself a little something for any holiday, your birthday, Christmas, whatever it may be, because why not? Now, this is an item that I have wanted for a really, really long time. When I was going through the process of being banned, I did have this item on my wish list. It was one of the items I didn't purchase, and I sadly kind of regret it. Thankfully, this item only went up an additional $200 since then, and this was back in 2020, maybe 2021. Hasn't increased in price that much. So I figured, you know what? It's Valentine's Day. I'm gonna go ahead and treat myself and get it. Now, as I mentioned, this is an item that I've wanted for so long, and I thought about getting it when we go to Italy in June, but I figured I would save that for a higher ticket item where I can get more bang for my buck and a larger cost savings. As you know, if you shop luxury items in Europe, you tend to save money. You don't get tariffed, as we are now tariffed in the US. You get refunded the tax, which is really great. So it is much cheaper and more advantageous to purchase in Europe versus purchasing in the US. So I do have a couple of ideas of things that I have on my wish list for for when we visit Italy. I'm definitely going to be trying to make an Hermes appointment. We are going to be traveling to Florence, Rome, and Cinque Terre, which is a more, not an island life, but more of a fisherman's town. It's right by the water. There's beaches and lots of fun things to do. And we always like to sneak in a little bit of beach wherever we go. As you know, Florence and Rome tends to be more city heavy. So there's going to be a lot of sightseeing, a lot of walking, a lot of museums. And since we are traveling with our youngest, it's always nice to sneak in a little bit of beach and pool time. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and unbox this item for you. We'll talk a little bit about the item itself, its history, and why I chose this piece for Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Any guesses before the final reveal? It is none other than the Nice BB. This is a really special item for me. Let me back up a little bit. Let me show you guys a real quick close-up of the Nice BB. This is the largest size of all the vanity. Now I am noticing a little bit of weirdness there with the zipper, but I'm hoping that that will fix itself over time. I do love this, especially because we love to travel so much. So this is gonna be a perfect way to bring my makeup items with me. It's really nice and spacious. You've got one pocket here and then two smaller pockets on the front. This currently retails for $1,420 US. I can't wait to style my vanity with this and have all my makeup go-tos here. I think it's going to be a really easy way to travel as well so that I can stick all my makeup in here. I'm debating whether or not to get an interior organizer. If you own this piece, let me know what your thoughts are and if you have any recommendations on keeping the inside clean. It is a wipeable material, but I have other cosmetics cases from Louis Vuitton, which I highly recommend. And unfortunately, because of some of my lipsticks and makeup, the interior got a little stained, and no matter how much wiping I do, it does not come off. I probably need to scrub it or get it professionally cleaned. I haven't opted to do that, but I do want to keep the interior of this as clean as possible. I do love how gorgeous this case is. Let's just take another moment for a close-up. Now, as you know, or as you see, it features two zippers here that go around the case. I'm gonna bring both zippers to the front so you'll see what I mean. So you have both zippers there. Let me know what you guys think of this. Is that like normal? I don't know. It might just be the way that I'm probably gonna keep it open most of the time anyway, hoping that once I fill it, it won't look so weird. You have the two zippers there and then open it up. And again, the Nice BB is the largest of these cosmetics cases. They do have, I believe, two additional variations. Now the zipper does wrap around almost entirely towards the back, so you have ample room to open it up, which is great. It does feature another zipper up here as well. Let's see how far down it goes. It goes to about here. So you can add, you know, maybe a little makeup wipe or Q-tips or whatever you need for your makeup. Now I do have some notes on the history of the Nice BB, which I thought I would share with you because I always love reading about the history of different pieces, how they came to be, what popularized them, when they were originally released and put on stage, how to best use them. When I originally saw this and thought about getting it back in 2020, 2021, it retailed for $1,200. Again, the current retail is $1,420. So not too bad. It only went up actually about $220, which is not terrible. I did look at it again when we traveled to Paris last April, but I ended up holding off because I ended up getting something from Miu Miu and YSL instead. But I'm really happy that I finally got this and I can't wait to style my vanity with it. I think it's gonna look so cute and it's gonna be great for all of our travel and trips. The next item on my list that I have that I'm watching out for is the Louis Vuitton Keep All Bandolier. I'm still debating between the 50 and the 45. I would like to get it pre-loved because I just love the way the vintage looks, but haven't caved yet. But until then, I am happy to have the Nice BB. So we're gonna go through some stats regarding this bag in case it's something that you're interested in and considering. So the Nice BB draws its design inspiration from Louis Vuitton's historic vanity cases, the classic travel pieces we have come to know and love Louis Vuitton for. They were traditionally used to carry toiletries and beauty essentials while style journeying. The name Nice references the glamorous French Riviera city, evoking travel, refined style, and the jet-set lifestyle. Now, I kind of wish I would have gotten it in Nice when we traveled there in April. Although it is not one of Louis Vuitton's heritage handbags like the Speedy or Neverfull, the Nice BB sits at the intersection of functional travel piece and fashion accessory. It was developed as an elegant cosmetics or vanity case intended to hold beauty products, small essentials, and keep items organized on the go. But its minimalist structured silhouette and iconic materials have led it to be worn and styled like a handbag. It's got the classic and LV monogram canvas. It also comes in the monogram reverse, monogram macassar, and even epi leather versions are available, demonstrating Louis Vuitton's mixing of heritage and modern materials. Signature design cues include a double zipper closure, gold tone hardware, and hidden zipped pocket under the flap for valuables. The interior is often lined with a washable textile, emphasizing practicality and wearability for travel, a nod to the brand's origin as a trunk maker. While the Nice BB itself is a relatively modern piece in the Louis Vuitton lineup, it doesn't appear in the brand's early 20th century archives like the Speedy 30 from 1930 or the Keepall travel bag. It connects direct to the house's long history of travel-centric design. Louis Vuitton began in 1854 creating sturdy, light trunks for travel, and over the decades expanded into smaller leather goods that still reflect the heritage of functional luxury. The Nice BB has become popular among fashion lovers and luxury collectors in the last decade because it's versatile. Many people add a strap to wear it as a handbag, even if it was originally intended as a vanity case. Its practical size works well for everyday essentials while bringing a chic, elevated designer aesthetic. It's part of a broader trend where functional travel pieces like vanity cases and toiletry bags become everyday fashion accessories. So when it was first released, I'm getting different times from different search sources, but according to Fashion Files, pre-owned and resale listings for the Louis Vuitton Nice BB show examples dated around 2016, meaning the model was already in production by that time. YouTube reviews and fashion blogs referencing the Nice BB date back at least to 2021 through 2023, which aligns with the bag being well established by early 2020s. The Nice BB originated as a vanity cosmetics case inspired by the travel pieces. The specific BB sizing and widespread fashion adoption seems to have occurred in the mid-2010s. So first known production based on resale examples circa 2016 based on Fashion File, but became widely seen in fashion content by the early 2020s. Let's see if we can find the first catalog appearance or when Louis Vuitton first listed the Nice BB on the official website. I'm getting early 2000s or sometime in the 2010s rather. And then YouTube reviews and bag content explicitly discussing the Nice BB date back to at least 2021. So estimated launch period late 2010s, circa 2018 to 2019. This is when we first started seeing concrete references. The funny thing is, when I was working with my previous SA before getting banned from the fashion house, I remember looking at this piece and considering it, and I remember him saying to me, it can be used as a lunchbox. How cute would it be to put a little sandwich inside and a Coke? I forever remember that. It's like stuck with me ever since. I could totally see this as a lunchbox. In fact, maybe I'll get some pictures before I organize my makeup in here of it being carried as a lunchbox with a little soda inside. How adorable. So I am really excited to have this piece in my collection. It does complement the variety of other toiletry cases that I have. I do have the Toiletry 19, the 26, I have the Agenda, a few SLGs. I really love Louis Vuitton for their travel pieces. I think that that's what they're really known for, and it speaks to the brand's original heritage. Now, I'm really, really happy to have this in my collection. If you'd like me to do a full review of what fits, maybe a month update to show how I'm styling it and what I have in it, maybe I can even get like a little twilly to put on top and dress it up and make it look super cute. I've seen that on Pinterest and I love how that looks. But right now, it's a really, really great piece that makes me happy. Again, not super expensive, not a handbag, and I think right now fairly reasonable compared to other designer cosmetics cases. I'm not sure what the Chanel one would range for, but for me, I feel like this is classic. This is very much my style, right up my alley, and I'm really looking forward to having it as a travel piece because I think it's going to complement our travel very, very well. So let me know what questions I can answer for you. If you have any questions, include them down below. I'm happy to go through everything for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, give me a follow on Instagram as well, where I post daily. I will link 2 additional videos for you guys at the end, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.